guys, here's the fifth wheel Torrent1. It's a kind of a mountain e-bike they sent to me for testing and review. I've had a couple of their other e-bikes on the channel so far. I like this one. It came with fenders. I didn't put them on though. Thought it looked better without them. But let's go through the specs here. It's a first of all, price. Go for the price first. So this gray version is $11.99 on the fifth wheel website. They gave me a code for $80 off. So if you use code Chris C, you can get $80 off this e-bike, maybe any e-bike on their site. I'm not sure, but this one's 20 miles an hour. It has a torque sensor, and the claim range is 35 to 60 miles overall. When it comes to payload, we're looking at 220 pounds, and the bike weighs 60 pounds itself, 60.6 pounds, according to the company. We have 7 speeds, front hydraulic fork, hardtail, of course, mechanical disc brakes. We've got 27.5 by 2-inch tires. Get you a look at these CST Patrols here. Nice knobbies. Aired them up today. You got a front light. You got a rear USB light that comes with the bike. And the battery, there's a 48 volts, 14.7 amp hour here in the down tube. So you can just pop it out here. Here's the charge port. And the key unlock is on the other side. So nice integrated design there. They say it's UL certified. I'll have to pull the battery out and look. But yeah, here's the Torrent1 from Fifth Wheel. So let's take a look at the cockpit. Very simple layout here. You got your locking grips, not ergonomic, but they are got nice rubber on there. Mechanical disc brakes were pretty decent so far. And 7-speed shimano shifter. Thumb throttle here. Does not work at a dead stop, so only works when you're pedaling. And very simple display here. Turn it on the top. We've got 3 modes of assist. 1, 2, and 3, and 0. And that's about it. So battery bars. So very minimal display on this Torrent. So alright, bikers, we're on this Torrent1 doing the road test. This has got a torque sensor, so if you want to exercise on an e-bike, get a torque sensor e-bike. That's what they're for. You get a more regular pedal-like experience for your riding pleasure. This bike has an annoying trait because the throttle does not work at a standstill, so you got to move your feet to get going here. Top speed is 20 miles an hour. Let's see if we can hit that here. I'm in PS3 already. 19, 20, 21. And it kind of cuts out 21 there. Let's try the throttle. Throttle's holding steady at 20 miles an hour. So not bad. This is basically a hardtail mountain e-bike. That's how I would describe it. We need to go do a hill test, so let's go do that now. Try the throttle again here. 21, and it cuts out right there. 22, we're going slightly downhill. Our front light is on. These brakes are pretty grippy at low speeds. Let me try this here. I'm doing 17 miles an hour. Hit the brakes, boom. This is a pretty quick stop. Mechanical disc brakes, but they work well. Alright, here's my designated hill test. Let's just do throttle only up this thing. We're rocking a 500 watt motor here, 800 watt peak, and it's pretty good so far. Actually, it's for 500 watt, it's peppy. We're doing 11 miles an hour up the hill here. It's not too loud. I can hear it going though. 12, 13. We're climbing here. We should be always climbing on this part of the hill. Only 3 PS levels. Alright, we're doing 15 miles an hour. 16 miles an hour. So far, so good. Again, a 500-watt motor. Okay, that's a mailbox. Comes the steep part. Here we go. This is where it gets steep. It's a good 10% grade. And we're doing 12 miles an hour. 11, 10. There's a car coming behind me. 9, 8 miles an hour, 7 miles an hour, 6 miles an hour, and it looks like we're going to crest that 6. There we go. All right, not bad for a 500-watt throttle only up the hill. Let's go do our downhill run and see how she does. All right, here's our downhill run. We're just going to coast and test the brakes at the end. Bike has good balance so far. I'm a little hunched over because it's more of a mountain tail, or a hardtail. 24, 25, 27, 29, 30. Tap that brake for a second. Still doing about 27. All right. 30 miles an hour. 31. Hit those brakes. All right. Good grippy stop. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good hydraulic or mechanical brakes there. So nothing to complain about really. All right, I got a few annoyances about this e-bike, so let's go park it and I'll tell you more about my likes and dislikes. Nice little trail for a bike like this. This is like an old, I don't know, I think it was an old road back in the day. And might have been dammed up or something at some point. Alright, park this Torrent1 here. Get you guys a good look at it. Alright, there's your Torrent1. So this bike has some good qualities. The motor, it's a peppy motor back there. I like the overall look and style of it. Love the tires. Front fork is pretty good. It's a mountain fork, it says. It's got a nice front light there. It's got good grips. And the overall styling is pretty nice. Two things I really hate about it, or just really annoying. The seat. This thing is like the smallest seat I've ever seen. And it is hard as hell. So we definitely need to change that out. And then the lack of the throttle working at a standstill is a major issue for me, at least. I mean, I use throttles across the street. To me, it's a safety issue. And I want to see a throttle, fully engaged throttle at all times, no matter when I'm using the bike. So if I said to if you change one thing, make that throttle full throttle from a dead stop. It's got a torque sensor, so if you want to get some exercise, pretty good package there. And what else? Maybe needs a adjustable handlebar stem to help it out. That display is pretty tiny and very basic. Nothing to rave about there. But overall, it's a pretty good package. Other than that stuff, oh, it's got pedal lock too when you put the kickstand down. As you can see there, if you roll the bike away, the pedals will move, and you're gonna get stuck there on that. So those are some of the annoyances, but overall, you know, this bike is $11.99 with my code ChrisC. It's $80 off. Maybe a tad overpriced, particularly for the other colors you get, black and green. And for some reason they cost more. I don't know why. Maybe they have don't have enough of those colors in stock, so that could be a reason why. But I'd say at $11.99 it's slightly overpriced, but maybe, you know, $10.99, $9.99 would be more apt for this e-bike. But there you go. Check it out. I'll put a link in the description and pick one up. Use my code ChrisC if you want to pick up a fifth wheel Torrent 1. So that's it for now. See you next time on the channel.